Huh? Can we take it one more time? Want to go? A double-minded man. Please take your seat if you have one. If you don't have any, sit on the floor. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. I think just reading this, you already know where we are going and where we are landing. A double-minded man is unstable. Okay, I love this version. An indecisive man is unstable in all his ways. Do we have another contrary version again? Let's read. Everything is pointing at the same thing. An indecisive man. Personally, when I meet a man that is indecisive, and let's say one of my daughters come and say, Papa, I want to marry this person, I used to say no. I used to say no. In case you are indecisive, some actually, the people will not even know that they are indecisive. So they just make a mistake and say, see the picture, that's all. Show me the picture, or you tell me the name, or you just say there's a man, I begin to describe. And when he has indecision, I'll tell you, run for your life, run. A double-minded man, unstable in all his ways. I've seen people that, that fall in this category. Because the Bible was speaking about man. It's not necessarily man. You know that, right? It's not necessarily man. Everybody. I know now the women want to remove themselves and they say, Bible kuku say man. How do you know people that are indecisive, double-minded? Very simple. Some of you can be influenced by everything and anything. Some of you, in fact, you are like a chameleon. You are like a chameleon. I'm not saying the bad way now. You are not a bad person. But you are like a chameleon in the sense that everywhere you find yourself, you pick a trait there. Have you seen people? If you have seen, you are even the one I'm talking about. You pick a trait there. So when you sit down with people and they are drinking beer, they are indecisive. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? They are indecisive. By the time they say, are you a female? Why are you taking malt? Why are you taking malt? Even the Bible says take a little wine for your health. Do you have health failure? Is it not the same Bible that says drinking does not fit a king? Take it. Before they say a little like this, you see, just once. We have men like that. And we have female like that. Oh, I've seen a new Bible. Okay, let's read this one now. For there's a division in his mind, and he's uncertain in all his ways. They are uncertain. They can't plot the map of tomorrow, how it's going to be, because it must be influenced. It must be influenced. They cannot. So indecisive. They are so indecisive. So indecisive. They know that this path they are on, this path is the best. But because they cannot say no. One of the highest form of weakness is your inability to say no. Other people will carry you and add you to their dream. If you're a man that can't say no. indecisive. What do we see nowadays? Everybody is influenced by something or another. It's either by alcohol, by peer group, by friends, by social media. In fact, indecisive. Are you aware that even the dress that you wear most times, it was influenced? And this is one of my sources of strength. I made sure that I cut out of it. I cut out, oh my God. The kind of clothes I would have been sewing here, if not for Mama. I said, no, this one. That's why when I saw that my trouser that is boot cut, I didn't show her. So I was about to enter the church. She was saying, wear your clothes now. Wear your clothes. At the last minute, I wore it. She was ashamed. And it's my clothes. I wore it. If it looks good, it's okay. Talk, I am listening. Olo follows or ologo. An indecisive man. They can see a cloth on Ologbeni Bona. Just because Ologbeni Bona wear the clothes, then they call the clothes for you 300,000. Are you not a fool? The TV in your father's house, is he up to 300,000? So I'm not saying you shouldn't look expensive. Obviously, if I say so, which of your clothes cost past my own? Let's start from there first. So I'm not saying you shouldn't look expensive. Wear it because you want to wear it, not because you saw it somewhere. And you know what the vendors do? They know you are stupid. Oh. They know you are stupid, so they do the banner lie. With the same clothes that he looks like sack of beans. Then they now begin to advertise the same clothes because they know that you are gullible and stupid. Then you ask for how much? Akbo. It can be Akbo. Some in my town, you see a madman that is going through deliverance process. That's what they wear. They now call it 600,000. I was going to buy one shoe because I love it. I love it. How many of you know that red shoe? That red big shoe? Yes. I was going to buy it. And by the time I asked, I think it was Queen, I asked, I said, how much is this shoe? I just like it. Queen called the price for me and he said, Papa, but I will give you wholesale price. Both the wholesale and retail, I'm not interested. This shoe was used to clear grass in... You don't influence me. This shoe was... Is it not rain boot? It is a round rain boot. We had some of them at the back of the church and nobody uses. I could just pick one of those and tell the protocol, please help me wash. Then I wear it to Sunday service. Why do I need to wear this one because a celebrity is wearing it? Why? Imagine what is eating your money because they know we are gullible. That's why the day I look good, fine. The day I don't look good, fine. It's your eyes that don't look good. Like today now, you know. It's as if I wore my father's clothes, right? I wore it and I was wondering what happened. Where is Prophet Sinbo? You know this. I am missing. This is not my real face. Double-minded man. They just pass you anything and you welcome it. You are quick to welcome it. Because you don't have a mind of your own. You don't have a mind of your own. Are you aware that a double-minded man is never born again? He's never born again. Do you know where you know if he's born again or not? When you see a double-minded man that begin to follow Jesus, because people around him are following Jesus, take them away and put people, let him remain alone with people. That's why some of you, you have like 7 pool life, not even double life. Like 7 life. Some of you here, you have dragged colos to the extent where one drag cannot do anything again. In fact, you are finishing it now. Son of Zion. They have that part as a life. They have courtism also as a life. And you be looking at this guy. But when the moment worship begins to start, by the time worship starts, they are the first to cry. You know why? Because a double life. While they are here with God. While they are out, they are out. How do people influence you anyhow? A double-minded man is unstable. If you're unstable, how can you be blessed? How can you be blessed? You know what used to kill a double-minded man? When you are unstable, guess what? Everybody around you know your weakness. It's you that don't know that you have that weakness. People know. People know. A double-minded man. So I'm not just talking about influence from friends. Influence from anybody. Anybody. Some parents used to influence people. I've shared my own story. How my own father wanted to influence my marriage. Wanted to influence my life. Oh my God. That's why when I see people that can't stand their ground, I just laugh. I know this one cannot go far. You know the truth. Is this truth that will set you free? But because you are a man pleaser, a man that is unstable is always a man pleaser. The same my father that said, why? None of you will leave white garments. None of you. Why would you leave white garments? I left now. Every time you see me now, you'll be thanking me. God, I thank you. The God that directed you to leave white garment. Say, what happened to white garment? Is our church? Say, yes. But see the rest that are there. Thank God I didn't stop you. Ha ha! You are lying. What the world told you to, they'll use it to abuse you. Imagine if I was still there. Then maybe like 4 ladies have been pregnant for me. Because believe you me, while I was there, I was dating all the choir. Sorry, some people. You know, I used to confess my sin. Because you just sit down with your own. Yeah, I'm telling you the reason why God took me out of there. One day I sat down like this. Before my own eyes, 2 ladies were dragging for me. And they were saying, Ogba, 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 Ogba. Ngba Ogba Yoruba. Sorry, are you talking to me? The same my father was thanking God. Say, God, I thank you that this my son left. Say, see the rest of the brothers. The same my father, the same person. The same person. I said a story here where my father told me, he said, there's a girl that I've kept for you. I've betrothed her. This one. I said, okay. After we finished talking about the girl, I said, see the girl I brought me by myself. I said, see her. My father said, Atibo. I said, Kogi. Kogi! Because you are unstable, all those expressions will just make you say Kogi, as if there's a devil there. Kogi! I said, yes, Kogi. Say, answer Obini Gideon, so Kogi. He said, is Kogi Yoruba? I said, yes, she's Yoruba from Kogi. He said, no, that Yoruba is not Yoruba. I'm talking about a girl. I say, hello, babe. Hello, babe. Talk to my father. That Yoruba. Hello? Nereye. Say, that's the girl. He says, it's not really Yoruba. Say, Bawoni. How are you? Where are you from? Say, Kogi. Kogi. He repeated the same thing. Are you sure you are Yoruba? Say, yes. Yoruba in Kogi. After everything, I say, Daddy, our introduction is coming soon. See all this one you are saying, there's a girl. While he was still telling me about the girl, I gave him introduction date. While he was still telling me about the girl, I print wedding card. Do you know why? I didn't pick my mother for my father, so my father does not have a say in my life. If I do myself, I know that me do myself. An unstable man. Okay, now let me tell you the result of everything. If my father is praying today, my father will pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. He will now pray for my wife, pray for my wife, pray for my wife. After praying for my wife, he will now say, if not for good women like this, you will not have this kind of speed you have, oh. Then the one that was betrothed to me, I don't want to say. My wife knows what I want to say, and some of them here, they know. You know those people you would have married without attack? Hey, I don't go Lagos again. Oh. Now it's clear. An unstable mind. You can't even serve God. See, there are a lot of things that will meet you on the way of this Christianity. If you are a man that is unstable, my God. Some people, some of you, the whole sorrow and sadness you are facing now, or you think you are facing now, it does not exist. It's because you are busy comparing your life with somebody on social media. And you don't know the person's secret. You don't know. It doesn't exist. I remember a certain man that would throw money about, money in Port Harcourt then, was snapping with all the big people. One day, they came to arrest him, saw guns. He was a kidnapper. He will even throw the money in church. Would there not be church members that will say, oh Lord? Because you are unstable. When you are unstable, you can't even see what God has done for you. You will always be prognosing into what God has done for others. You will never see your own. Unstable. I wish I am tall. I wish I am tall. Those that are tall, what's the economic benefit of being tall? Even this your own body. Have you been able to? Why don't you look for people that have this kind of your body and look at how you can dress with it? You are moving about, barrier. You are still wishing that you are tall. You now look like a bag of beans that reach from earth to heaven. Your short body like this that stopped growing from where it started from. You cannot spray perfume inside. Now you are wishing you are tall. I wish I had his bank account. I wish I had a bank account. Because you are unstable. Why not wish for his problem? Are you aware that every bank account here is equivalent to the problem? You have no idea. Some people say, Papa, I wish I could just have small like you. I just laugh. That small you are looking for will go with small problem. You don't know. You don't know what keep men up in the night. You just wake up from 12 like this. You start sleeping by 5. Unstable. God hates it. God hates it. I was reading all the, all the writings about instability in the Bible. Then I realized that there's no place God loves it. As a matter of fact, when what's it called? Is it Paul now? When he came back, he said, "Oh, you foolish Galatians." Galatians 3, right? He said, "Oh, you foolish Galatians." He said, "Who has bewitched you?" When a man is unstable, that man is easily bewitched. Do you know the meaning of bewitched? Bewitched means enticed. Bewitched means you can just push the person to do something else. If a man is unstable, the devil does not need to bewitch him. The devil will just keep people around him that will bewitch him. Who has bewitched you? Or you started in the spirit, now you are in flesh. Some of you cannot make a right decision and stand by it. One of my sons here was about to get married. All hell broke loose. And I told him, I said, who is getting married? He said, me. I said, is it the father of the bride? No. Is it your own father? No. Is it the no. Is it your own mother? No. Simple. Go and marry, you apologize. That's why they are our family. When we marry, we can always come back and apologize. But by the time you go and marry Okwikwi that they gave to you, you see Okwikwi that they push you to, they'll now tell you that we said it, oh. We said it. Last, see what he ended up with. I said, go and marry, you will settle. Now they are calling for settlement. You don't know family. Family will push you. I've seen family that, my God, I've seen family that push people out of church. They know that this church is profitable. That's the worst witch. He said, who has bewitched you? They know that this church is profitable. This guy is changing. But because it's not the church of our family, it's not our family church. They say, you need to leave that church. But because you are a double-minded man, you don't know what they are doing to you. Then you leave the church. Then before you realize, your fire kept coming down. It has happened to me before. It has happened to me before. I got born again in deeper life. My family rose up against me. They say, if I see you in that church again. I was going for evangelism. I would even pray, heal the sick and all. They say, if we see you there again, we are white garment and we stick to white garment. I don't have anything against white garment. But then I was a child. I could not stand up. Stood in front of the gates with cane. My God, what I turned to, what my life turned to. My life became so bad to the extent where they had to smuggle me to boarding school. You don't understand. They dropped me in boarding school, told me that they are coming, they ran away. That's how I entered boarding school. My father said, carry your things, I want to show you. Because I was the problem of the barracks. Just because they stopped me from a church. Believe you me, anybody that God can use very well, the devil too can use them very well. Look. You just don't know. By the time I became hellfire for them, my father took me to boarding school. Mayflower, Ikene, Remo. And he said, so I got there. I said, what are we doing here? Because from Wari, he told me, say, just pack this, pack that, pack this, carry some short knickers. Don't worry, you don't need uniform. We want to reach somewhere. Because it's been always me and my father that's been traveling. We came to Wari together. We went to Sapele together, Cocoa together. All those places. That's why I still understand the security now. And, multi-language, Because I would always walk with him about. So I thought it's one of those journeys. He dropped me there. So they were playing football. I said, can I join? He said, join. So I joined them in playing football. By the time we choose, I look back, I didn't see my father again. I look around, I say, where's my father? They say he has gone, he will come back. But it's like you start, but he will come back. That's how he came 1 month, 2 months. They now put me in charge of them, that they should be flogging me to change. I end up flogging them. Because of instability, they ended up producing a demon. Believe in me, you don't know me. It took over 10 years for my mates to believe that I'm a pastor. It took over 10 years. Some of you, if you hear my exploit, I don't fear anything. I don't beat senior, beat junior. I don't fear anything. Who they go class? Everybody's going to class. I'm learning boxing. Guess what? My parents will go to their own church and say, praise the Lord. Everybody say hallelujah. I say, my son finally has changed. Because when I get home, that's why I fear boarding school students. I'll just be smiling and I say, and you logo. Oh, good. If my proprietor could return me back, he would have. He would have. Just because. What didn't I do? I wish some persons in my school can be attesting online now. What didn't I do? I caused trouble to the extent where if people cause trouble like this, they'll say, Ade! They'll add me. They'll add me to the punishment. Do you know the funny thing? 90% of everything they are adding me, I'm guilty of it. It's just that I've been so prophetic that when it's remaining like 3 minutes to catch me, I'll run. And the man has been so prophetic and he knows that this setting cannot hold except that I was doing Bible quiz. I was carrying first, second. I remember one time we did it. The pastor that carried first, I carried second. But I was the demon of the lodge. Imagine being a boarding school student and you have over 12 uniforms. It would have been like 30 something. I share some more. I went into the staff room from the ceiling, land inside. Because I didn't write well, I pack everybody's result. Yes. I pack all the results. I was about to leave the staff room. I saw bag of uniform. I carried it also. Climb. I came down. Began to share uniform. I had like 12. When it's dirty, I don't wear again. Just because I was taken out of a church. Just because I was taken out of a church. An unstable man. An unstable man. See, you are bewitched if you are unstable. I remember when they say, Ade, now your family is very rich. That's why you don't eat beans. I say, yeah. Do you know why? They don't know that wait till a chop remain that they share in the morning. Do you know? I've eaten myself to stupor, almost fainting in the kitchen. I'll pass the up and come down, share again. And they'll say, these beans used to shrink in the morning. They're not saying, like you now, you don't eat beans. I say, yes. Where will there's no space to put the food again. There's no space. I'm telling you how my life was almost destroyed. Just because of a church that they took me out of. I was sharing a certain story. There's one man. We watched him. He was one of the caterer of, I don't have ex-maize here, Mayflower. The man went to steal bucket of cow meat, cooked one. We saw him stealing it. So I call my boys, we plot that by the time he steal it, it will be olegba. He took it inside his own house. By the time he took it inside his own house, he now went to pray. You know this Salah, Allah, that their prayer. By the time he went for the prayer, we entered, carried the meat, came outside, finished the meat. And his padlock was there. By the time the man came, he opened the door, he looked. He looked at the key. He looked outside, everybody began to throw away face. Before I said, I didn't know that my friends were devils. They had planned to go to Lagos. And I know that by the time he reports round, you know the favorite name, Ade. So by the time everybody was going to Lagos, I attached myself to a car. I went to Lagos. The man said, where are you going? I said, Lagos, sir. One of the parents. I now got to Oshodi. And I said, from here we are going to where we are going. Won't you drop in Oshodi? I said, I'll drop, sir. The way God punished me that day. I drop in Oshodi. That time there was no phone like this. I would trek up. I would trek there. I would climb that bridge. I would trek up again. I would trek there. All the meat I ate, fiam. Till a man now say, where are you going? I say, I'm going to Tolu area. In all those boundary side. Because when we get there, then I was still young. I could still, I was trekking with my boundary, all of them. You know, a small boy. He drops me around there. Hey, I know our house this area. I went straight to my uncle's house. You didn't tell me you were coming. I said, me too, I didn't know I was coming. A funny story, right? Because they took me away from a church. And they ended up breeding a demon. Then it was fight. Fight. So fight. Everyday fight. Everyday fight. When we go to party like this, we'll dance and dance and dance and dance and dance. Imagine going to party. I have 2 cutlass. Oh my God. I had 2 cutlass that is sharp. Very sharp. Then I have the one I'm using to walk. And going to party, I'll carry my bag. Those 2 cutlass are inside. So they'll pursue our people down. Me too, I'll pursue their people down. I would have died. I would have died just for changing a church. One day they came for me. I don't want to call the name of the frat. They came for me. We were having night prep. So they gathered in the bush. So they said, where is the Ade? And one now stayed beside the church. And I told him that I was going to wound him. So he came with the rest to threaten me. So by the time I was coming, I didn't know that it was prophetic. I just sensed that. So I went back. I carried my 2 cutlass. I ran inside the darkness. That's how it went. They came back the Saturday and they said, we didn't know that you are a madman. Which frat do you belong? Come, let's do peace talk. I said, I'm not doing any peace talk with you people. And there's nothing. How I wish Mr. Kindro can be watching this. I'm not even sure he has forgiven me. Guess what? I saw his immediate younger brother in Akure here. He's a pastor. So somebody say, Sinbo is a pastor now. I say, who is Sinbo? Say, are they? He now call me, Bawoni, just because I changed the church. Is it swimming? We'll go and swim. Water will kill one of us. Day 3, we are there again. And I'm always leading the squad. And if you die, we don't miss you. We'll even go, and by the time we are going, we say, all man for himself, oh. You agree, come or go. Some of you don't know. I met a lady, it has become a scar to her. She had this deal of modeling to travel abroad. The parents said, don't go. And the parents are still abusing her with the same thing. When you see old people, ma, they are always regretting what they didn't do, not what they did. Can't you just make a right decision and stand by it? If you know that this, wait, if you have the Spirit of God in you, you don't even need much. Make a right decision and stand by it. Some of you, as you are here like this, you were influenced. You were influenced to come and do physics. How far? As you are looking at me like this, you wish this message should continue from now till tomorrow. Because that tomorrow, they don't know what to write. They don't know what to write. But we'll soon close. And you'll be left with your Waterloo. You beat it. I remember one of my friends that time. My wife know him. Pastor, some of the pastors here know him. I say, I like to do economics. Say, me too. Anything. Me too. Anything. Me too. By the time I entered into economics, just 200 level, I know that I've made the greatest mistake of my life. 200 level because I thought it was economics. I don't know where gamma, laga, all those things come from. Gamma, laga, exponential. I say, but I thought economics would just work in a bank and this thing. Where do you say log, 10, log? And they came to me and say, this economics. I don't understand again. I write down where I see the face. You are influenced. You are influenced. Look at how you dress. How many of you write down where you see the face? I write down where, Lord. I see the face. Some of you now are waiting for after service. So you see me for the course that you are about to rewrite, that you wrote well last year, that you don't understand what's wrong with the lecturer. One name, it's you that something is wrong with. Why? Because you were influenced. Some people don't even deserve to go to school. They are supposed to go and learn mechanic. Don't let me talk. If I talk about this school thing, but let me just keep quiet. Influenced. Some people are not even supposed to be here. They are not supposed to be here at all. They're supposed to be somewhere else. Influence. A double-minded man. How do you even receive from the Lord? Because when God tells you, another man will influence you. You are about to marry somebody. One person will just come from somewhere. Some people are even being, because they don't have the Spirit of God, they are being influenced by prophets. I've seen prophets that say that this one will die young. And when you look at the prophecy, you should know if it's a lie if you have the Spirit of God in you. So I don't teach you that this prophet is fake, this prophet is fake. I teach you the God that knows the real and fake. Then when the fake speak, you will know. A lady, one of our members here called me and said, I've given the picture to different prophets at home. My mother's prophet. And they said that the brother, he will not last long. So I laughed. By the time I was laughing, I said, okay, what do you want me to say? He said, okay, sir, I just want you to tell me if he's going to last long or not. I said, the problem is not him lasting long. The problem is this guy will die poor because this guy cannot do away with you. He's always shingomming you everywhere. He can't be innovated. He may have small money, but he'll be poor. Why will he be poor? Not the devil. But this guy cannot go and rehearsal. He cannot invest. Always around you. When you see men like that, men always following women. Following women. Following women. Town. Just the next all night, just book deliverance. It's women that are supposed to follow men. Oh. But this, you follow woman, carry the handbag. Then they now get to Mount of Church. I used to see some of you. And I give the lady the handbag. Don't you know that that lady will feed you? How come since the time you started, you are just in dating 101 or intro, what do they call it? Okay, let me say dating 101. You are just starting the relationship. You are looking like a slave of somebody that was looking like a slave that you started dating, and this one now is looking plumpy, but you are carrying bag. Is that not the prophecy that you in a slave will be? I'd rather not eat so that she will eat. I didn't do that. From my relationship, I was very wise. I started a relationship from school too. You know what I bought my wife for birthday gift? I bought her sewing machine so that when she sews, she can bring money for us. If not that, later by myself, I now preach what I did here. Her next birthday, I would have just bought her gas cooker. I'll wrap it and say, baby, it's for you. When she cook now for us. In economics, it's called aid to trade. It is called aid to trade. Like all this banking, all this insurance. It's aid to trade. When an insurance comes, I did one recently now. They say, come and open a certain account. I open it. I put some little money there. By the time I put it, I saw life assurance. As if I want to die. Me. That company will close. I'll still be alive. By the time I saw life assurance, and I had already transferred the money there. And the money is very small, you know. I say, this money is small. I don't feel liver. You think, what if you die? Somebody will, I'm telling you, I will outlive that company. Not even that amount of money, I'll die and live. You know, there's some money that you can die, you will leave it. You'll get it when you get home. When you are influenced. You are influenced. It is influence that don't make you people look for a husband again. You are looking for a tall brother with V-face. Who married the short ones? Because somebody around you is already getting married to a tall brother with V-face. So your life now, unconsciously, you have begun to, you are bewitched. You don't know. You are bewitched. So your own setting now is a tall brother. And are you calling your mother a fool? Look at the height of your father. And Mama went and Mama will post this picture and say, the love of my life. Then the daughter of Mama now go and look for. That's why I love that song. Love no be scam. Now you go follow Yahoo boy. Waiting do Taylor. We are influenced. It's a trend. If you ask every lady now, who do they want to date? They'll say Yahoo boy. Because they know that foolishness finish on Yahoo boys. All foolishness of this world. Now there finish. Now there it starts. Now there finish. Or was it on the workers page? I was dropping a very friendly voice note. A very friendly voice note. And one of my daughter messaged me and told me something I wish I had heard before I dropped that voice note. I would have gone deeper. And she said, there was a guy in this Akure. Two of them had a deal. And it was maybe some hundreds of millions. And one took 500 million. Gave police some millions. I think maybe 100 or thereabout. The one that took the smallest carried the money, went to open wood company where they are doing wood. They are 10 log. Now, about 3 states, he has where they are like this sawmill. The one that took the highest money, the 500 million, went and was balling. They say, we collect hotel for different girls. Enter each room and spend money. Idiots. The day they were doing housewarming for the other one, he came there, he burst into tears. The one that you are richer than, now is standing. So when I say Yahoo boys are the most foolish, I know what I'm saying. And some of them, they don't even understand when we are saying it. Until that time, they're not going, Papa, abuse me, I'm foolish. I said, I know, I've said it before you said it. I'm foolish. I'm telling you, I concur. I'm stupid. Yes, now, you are coming late. Are you just knowing now? I've known this. I was a thief, there you are. Thief. If thief, no, there you are. That first one, use it to establish yourself. Why? Competition. People that we are even competing with, they don't know we exist. They don't know. They don't know we exist. Do you know buying a car is easier than taking care of the car? Car is so stupid that you can't be sure of what a car will do to you. There are some cars that have some engine oil. Eloni Maconvi. 43,000. Imagine giving not a girlfriend, no. And you know what will happen to the former 43,000 you turn? They'll throw it away. And you will see it flow away. Like they'll now put another 43 inside again. That's not fuel, though. You will take close to 50,000 to fuel my car. Huh? Thank you for the good news. But because a brother think that is what is raining, it's not even a necessity. Rush into it, rush into it, rush into it. Then the oh my God, competition. We are doing what does not exist. You know, this review you think you are, it doesn't exist. I wear the best shoe, it doesn't exist. Your finest shoe, your most expensive shoe may not be attractive to someone else. Why are you double-minded? Why are you double-minded? We are not confident in how we look. Ladies now think that they must wear human hair. And that thing you are wearing and you are calling human hair, we brothers, we don't even know. Brothers, do you know? We don't know. You just wear something on your head. You wear a foundation of a house. You wear it on your head. You are saying you are having a headache. You are having a headache. You are having a headache. You wear like 1,000 block on your head. And you are wearing it because of we, brother. And we don't know. We don't know. A double-minded man. See, witches, they just leave a double-minded man. They know that this one is sometimes even make bad decisions and stand by it. Sometimes. Stand! Imagine what my family would have done to me. Where would I start from now? So I'll be afraid if I divorce now, how will my pastor see me? Are you seeing what they would have dropped me? How would my pastor see me? So I'll be passionate. Then the church issue, I'll be passionate. That's what happened. A double-minded man ends up patching everything about his life. He'll be patching and patching and patching and patching. If you look at the mirror in the morning and you know you look good, you don't need anybody's validation. How come it becomes fashion when you see it with celebrities? And these people, they rent all those celebrities. They wear them those sack of beans. They wear it for them. And by the time you see it, you say, this is in vogue. Then the vendor sold like 1,000 sack of beans for 1,000 fools. Then the day they announce it out, you will be wondering the amount of fools we have. You will never know that we have fools among human beings like that until election. Until some certain time. Before you say Jack Robinson, they say 10,000 sold out. Of what? Of what? Not abroad though. In Nigeria here, you will see a brother because they put light somewhere. Do it one kind. They will carry socks. And they say the socks is 12,000 naira for socks. 12,000 is still, yes, it's still better. I've seen brothers, because of competition, they buy a watch. A watch that cannot tell you the time of God. It can't tell you when Jesus is coming. They buy it and look at them. Because we are competing. Unconsciously we are competing. As we are seated like this, we are competing. People are seeing me. People are looking at me. People are, will you stop all this? Why are you still single if people are seeing you the way you are thinking? Nobody is seeing you. Live your life. Live your life. When you have gotten to the level, you will do it without ease. See, man, I buy some kind of shoes, I didn't even know I buy it. It's you that will look at my feet and you say, hey, I know this shoe. I say, well, because I've grown to that level. And he doesn't say, this Papa's shoe, I'll buy it. I say, okay, go ahead. 1 week, you no chop. Because you want to buy shoe. 2 weeks, you no chop. 3 weeks. Now your head is looking like a, shrimp. Do you know what Elijah said? He said, today. He said, choose. Elijah said, today, choose. He said, don't be between two decisions. He said, today, choose. He said, bow. Because when Elijah comes, they will be serving God. When he goes, they will be serving Baal. When he comes, they will be serving God. When he goes, he said, there's no need for this confusion. Choose. God hates it. God hates it. Some of you here, you have competition in church. I've even had a story where somebody was competing with Mommy Oyedepo's, Mommy Oyedepo, as in Bishop Oyedepo's wife, in the same church. You want to disgrace yourself. You are trying to compare with grace. And what grace wear is free. And by the time you hear the price, some of you, some ladies can even let me share this story one more time again. There was this sister. Oh, I don't want to call the place, but when I'm saying it, some of them will know. She was somewhere in Nigeria. I don't know where this video will get to. A guy was wanting to date her. Him and their friends, they will laugh at this guy. They say, UN. They say, UN is sending you somewhere. They are sending you to Ghana. They will laugh at the guy. They say, Sinbo. They will laugh at the guy. The guy say, I want to marry you. They mock the guy. They say, look at his height. Look at the height. They mock the guy. This lady became indecisive. The lady left this brother. This brother married someone else. That same year, UN carried the brother to Germany. The brother relocated with the lady to Germany. The same set of friends that were mocking this guy. One short guy that has, the front teeth like no teeth, now came to ask one of them out. That one now married. Now said, but how come you married? Say, now the man I see now, some advice people give to you is not of God, though. It's because you are in competition and they don't want you to be bigger than them. But you hold advice. Some of you here, you have 10,000 advisors. Now you are confused. They've even advised you that you are a lady. Now you are smiling like baby, thinking that you are a girl. Is it not advice? They advise some brothers and they began to wear a ring. So you look cute on this earring. I beg, don't let me talk. I've advised you. Some of you don't have your will again. Your will. You are lost. The you inside of you is very tiny. It is people's will that encompass you. It is people's will that encompass you. You are double-minded in everything. Double-minded. Some people, God will even speak. They'll still go and hear another advice. God has spoken, though. They'll go and hear another advice. Learn to stand your ground. If you know that you are right, learn to stand your ground. That's why God gave you brain. Even when everyone is talking, be rational. That's why you are not an animal. Be rational. Think. Go like this. Go like that. Go like this. Go like that. Sit down. I go sit down. Oh yeah, stand up. Make us stand up. See that some of you think you are dumb. You think you are dumb, that everybody around you, they are just wiser than you. And you are not saying a lie because you are dumb. Everything. Somebody, if I ask you now, how many things have you had in your life? You say, oh, so. How many achievements? So. Everything is somebody that advises you. Do you know in every advice, are you aware that human beings, we are rational creatures? That any advice we give to you, our own motive is there. So if you can't sit down and know the motive of people, Omoibo and this one, by the time they put a shoe in their status and I say, I like this shoe, Papa, it will really fit you. They will not be telling me clothes that it will fit. As if you are my wardrobe manager. Are you not the seller? Let an anonymous person tell me, I will accept. I will be a fool to not say, you can go with that jeans. Give me 2. They're just marketing their business. That is what is wrong with you people. Oh, this weave on is fine. Hey, it go fit you. You see how your face look plump. Say, give me 7. 7. When a person is indecisive, people take decision for you. Some of you is even relationship you are. Relationship. Imagine we are just starting. We are just starting the process of I love you. You are already telling me not to go to church. We never marry you. And you say you entered the relationship to change me so that I can be going to church. Irony of life. You came to change me so that I can follow you to church. Now I'm telling you not to. I don't like that, your pastor. Why? I sent my daughter, you know this horse head, that horse head in WhatsApp that carries love. You know that horse head? So, we were talking, so I sent her the horse head with love. One stupid boy told her, I said, why would the pastor be sending? So you know what the pastor should send? You know what I did? I mute them. In fact, today I was telling somebody around there, I say, I'm not seeing their status. I now realize that, oh, Nami do amo. Because inside of me is filled with love. Because I know I'll do it again. Maybe the day I'll not say, love you, dear. I said it. This is your pastor. This is your. Instead of you to grow up and focus, read book. Focus and let your own come. You are thinking, if I want to chop egg, so you can just stay somewhere. Somebody will influence you. There are some persons here that I look at them, I laugh. They will start the relationship from my table. They will start the relationship hoping for marriage from my table. Then the brother, because the brother is demonic and he knows his interior motive. He will not tell the sister that everything, let's not tell Papa. Oh, beware. Let's not tell Papa. Let's keep it. Let's not take it. Let's be learning marriage. Can this thing enter marriage? This thing that's going like this. Then the brother give pow. Say, I've told you, let's not tell Papa. Learn to keep it. Do you know the day you tell Papa, one of your eye will remove? He say, Papa, I'm in the hospital. I say, what happened to you? Say, can you do a video call? Papa, where is one of your eye? My eye is with Alex. My eye is with Alex. Which of the Alex? Alex in church. I'm not seeing like 7 teeth. The teeth is with Alex too. Has he been abusive? Yes, Papa. He said we should not tell you. We are trying to keep it a secret. I said keep it a secret. Just pretend I didn't hear. influenced. Some of you, now, you are trying to process, like in the Google of your mind, you are typing, where is my brain? When we came to buy this land, this very land, God told me that He will build us a house here, a church here. We came here, we bought the land. People were passing, they were saying, people laughed at us. People felt sorry for us. People, at one point, I wanted to even sell the land. And we already started foundation. Some of you, God has spoken to you. God have even told you who you marry. But because you have a friend that has a brother, or that has someone she's dating, or that is married to somebody that seems to be doing well, you don't know tomorrow. Influenced by everything. Influenced. Why would you say you don't even have clothes to wear to church? First of all, which of the angels come and say, yesterday you wore green, today you are wearing the same green again? Which angel has ever told you that? Of all your cares, is it clothes? Or because you believe that that's what will be seen in church, so you put clothes first. After clothes, you say you don't have offering. After offering, you say that church, all of them, they just smell good. Only me smelling onion. After that, influence. Some of you cannot even take your stand in this small church where 2 or 3 are gathered like this. Let's know that this is your decision. I saw there were some persons, they didn't offend me. When people were offending me, they didn't offend me. It was one person that majorly offended me in the saga of 2019. Only one person. Only one person. But that one person is like Lucifer. He influenced a lot of people and took them away. Recently, one of my sons came back and he said, "Sir, I realize." He said, "I realize that these guys' influence have destroyed our life before I could realize." I said, "How?" The guy went to another church again. In this same Akure, when he left here, he went to another church. By the time he got to the church, the pastor was a very nice man. There were about 20 in the church. The man was an advanced old man. There were about 20 in the church. He still went again and continued the same thing. You see, once a devil, always a devil. Began to talk to the members of that new church he went to, that the pastor is not alive, the pastor is not anointed, the church is not growing, that the pastor is using love to keep the members. And this pastor, it would have eaten your life to the point of no return before you realize what you have done to yourself. I want to marry this one. Ask God. Don't ask somebody. Ask God. Oh Lord, should I marry this one? And God say, marry him. Today it may look like a cricket. It's because he's broke. You will know. Why would we ask brothers here? Brother, some of you have the call of God here. We'll ask you, who would you marry? What would they say? He must have bum bum. You know, no sense. He must have bum bum. Then after the bum bum, he must set. You know how duck used to look? Must set. After he set, the lips. And this one's lip is like he what he better be on 25 banner. Say the lips and must walk where? Must. You know. They are now describing somebody they wish they had. Some are describing Cardi B. If they give you Cardi B, can you marry Cardi B? Can you marry Cardi B? Some of you on TikTok that you are doing some useless videos. Those videos, you are a daughter of Zion. Yeah, those videos have sold you out because you were copying somebody. You don't know. They were paid to do clubbing. Those people were paid to do clubbing. They were paid to wear that same clothes. You open your own clothes. You open everything because you want to do TikTok video. Some go to Snapchat. Drop all manner of video there. Then it's coming out. You are blaming this, you are blaming that. Just pray for mercy and keep quiet. Keep quiet. Pray for mercy and keep quiet. One of my lovely daughter now. The moment she came to me, God said, this is your daughter, hold her. She had the same saga. Because it's trending. You set a video, you are making sex. You don't know. One day, Johnny go market. He no go come back. There's one that is raining now, Buba. Just ask for mercy and keep quiet. Oh, then you didn't know. And some people don't know. Then you didn't know. Now ask for mercy and keep quiet. Let's pray prophetic prayer and let the thing die naturally. That's all. So it has happened and we have learned with yours. And there are some people here that even this night they'll still set camera. Because it's trending. Because it's trending. All the dressing that we are dressing now, at one point it was a sacrilege. But because it's trending, come and look at on Sunday here, you see all manner of dressing that people will bring to the house of God because it's trending. They are good people, oh. They are good people, oh. They don't know that people are in church looking for wife. And by the time they see you, they are reminded of Kardashian. And I'm not sure any reasonable person wants to marry Kardashian. Somebody that you marry, you broke. She will not be rich. Then you will not marry. Everybody that marry, they have a record. It's a pattern. One time I came, I say, there are some things you did before you got born again. I say, when you get born again, go and delete it. Go and delete it because internet forgive, but it does not forget. One of my daughters, something almost crumbled her marriage. Just 3 months into the marriage. 1 month into the marriage, if not that we stepped inside. 1 month into the marriage, I thought it was 3 months, where she held shisha in the mouth of daughter of Zion. Shongo Luko Soya, you know. What are you doing? What pleasure are you getting there? Because it's trending. Because it's trending, boys, buy drink, return. Brrr. You are displaying your stupidity in Ibanga. Because it's trending. And the barman will be clapping. Now man, you be. Why he too cannot be a man and give you the drink free? Give you that azu. Is it azu they call it? Give you the azu free. Because it's trending. We are influenced. Because it's trending. Some of you here, as I'm still talking to you, you see have all those songs on your phone. By the time you are going now, you'll begin to listen. Because you have left church. Now you have left Jesus for Jesus people. Now is what's the name of any musician? Jehovah Olamide. Jehovah Olamide. Then I put it in their ear. To do. Just from church gate here. Because it's trending. Sing a song that trend now, you see. All these people will know it. People in the choir know it. If I tell them William Maron Branham, they don't know. They say, is he an artist? If I say Jacko, they don't know. They say Is he in the movie Jagun Jagun? If I say Sir Alexander Dowie, they don't know. They think he's in Johnny English. Because it's trending. Where's our moral? Where's your sense? Have you noticed that people can talk about how I dress? They have never said I'm dressing indecent. They have never said I'm dressing indecent. So you can choose to wear your suits. I have a lot of them. I have suits. At least small. I think 1 month I was wearing suits back to back. How many of you noticed? And I have them. It's just like sometimes I don't look like I'm communicating with you. Because I believe if I'm wearing suits, it's supposed to say, hallelujah, praise the Lord. Then I now wear suit, I'm still doing like jagun jagun. Just sing, just sing. Some of you keep BS now. Some of you that keep BS, you keep the BS. The thing is affecting you. It's giving you cro-cro. But you can't bab it because it's trending. You can't bab it because it's trending. How would a brother? How would a brother? Something that it is God that put it as a sign for people that he wants to use. And it's uncomfortable for them. A brother will now go and do it. Now make the hair like mopping stick. Now call it dada. Because it's trending. How do you feel? You can't pour water in your barrier. You can't pour water. Hey boy, how do you even think deep? Now you are like a walking mopping stick. Mostly those that are very slim, they now look like all those sheep mopping stick. Because it's trending. Because it's trending. An indecisive man is bewitched. Be on your feet. If you really look at yourself, you realize that a lot of things that you have, you don't even need them. You don't need them. A lot of things you acquire, you don't really need them. Some of us here are supposed to be using 4-plug car. 4-plug. Now you are bought the one that will kill you. I say, this car they eat fuel. Is it my own car? No. It's every car that looks like this. You picked it by yourself. I've seen plenty of people that their own parents, out of love, have destroyed their own marriage. So they love you. They do what they feel is right. It's your marriage wrongly. I've seen people that are friends, influencer. You know why? Because they don't have brain. They can't sit down and say, Holy Spirit, help me in this decision. Holy Spirit, help me in this decision. Can I shock you? Can I shock you? 80% of the parents that are thanking me today, they fought their children from coming to this church. When they see my picture, they say, is this your pastor? I say, yes. They zoom it. You know, and the funny thing is, you see today now that I dress like a pastor now, bless you, bless you. You know, now there's no camera to snap me. The day now that I will now come with my normal DC, they will now pack out their camera, these media people. That's the picture they will now go and show to the parent. The parent will now say, where the pastor? They now see me what kind of funny looking trouser, funny. They now look, they now zoom, they zoom. Tó bá jẹ́ pé mi mo bí ẹ wá change church yìí. Tó bá jẹ́ pé mi mo bí ẹ wá change church yìí. And those children never stand their ground. They never stand their ground. Then you change. You go to here, you are not edified. You go to here, you are not edified. You go to here, you are not edified. You go to, then you begin to go to church because you want to go to church. Some people will be inside some church, they are watching the live video of another church. Some people, I was talking to Dami yesterday. Dami said, Now you say, Papa, say you don't know what you are teaching us. He said, I went to a church and they were just saying why Jesus was coming out of Capernaum. He saw a blind man. They were just telling us the same story. Can I shock you? Some people are made for that church. Some people are made for CSC. Some people are made for Redeem. Some people are made for Elroy. Why not find where you are made and go? Why stay here when I can't edify you? Why? Why? Because you have your parents somewhere now, somewhere around here, and say you must stay in Elroy. Why not go where you are edified? And if you are edified here, why not stay here? Because you are like this. You are like this. You are like this. You are like this. Huh? So, if you forget everything, just remember what I say. Huh? That you are bewitched. Have you learned something? Lift up your offering.